Hey guys, welcome to my channel Theological Reflection. Today it is a great pleasure to have you again to watch my new videos. I wanna in this video share with you about some chapter of the Bible. In this video, I wanna analyze and examine with you the first four chapter of the book of Proverbs. This is first four chapter of this book is so vital because this verse emphasizes the relevance of wisdom and God's knowledge. I wanna summarize this fourth chapter. The first chapter emphasizes the relevance of the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The chapter 2, the main contents, it is about the value of wisdom. The chapter 3 highlights the importance to trust in the Lord, rely on God. And the chapter 4 recounts that we need to get wisdom and the benefits of wisdom. Guys, the first chapter of the book of Proverbs is so vital and so crucial because this chapter highlights the importance to fear the Lord. And the key verse is the verse 7 that says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but who despise wisdom and instruction, despise knowledge and a good advice, despise God's knowledge." Guys, the chapter 2 emphasizes about the value of wisdom, and the main verse of this chapter declares, "For God give wisdom, from mouth of the Lord come knowledge and understands." This chapter is so clear and so evident when this chapter says the source of our knowledge is God. And so another verse in this chapter says we must seek wisdom. As for hidden treasure, guys, it is so clear in this chapter that we have two parts. God's part is to give wisdom, and our part is to seek wisdom. We must grasp that in God's perspective, these two things work together. So the chapter 3 is so crucial because this chapter highlights the importance to trust in the Lord. This chapter says clearly we must trust in the Lord with all our heart, trust in the Lord completely, and do not rely on our own understandings, on our own opinions, wisdom, judgment, and knowledge, because our hearts, when the Bible in the Old and in the New Testament says about the heart, the Bible means about wisdom, the knowledge, understands when the Bible says about hearts. In other words, this verse emphasizes we must not rely on our understanding, on our heart, on our opinions, because we know according to the New Testament and Old Testament that our heart, our mentality, it has been affected by sin, and our understanding is influenced by sin in all aspects. Guys, this chapter also says we are to acknowledge the Lord in all our ways. In all our ways, you and me, we must together acknowledge Him, acknowledge our true God. And to conclude this video, I wanna affirm about the chapter 4. The chapter 4 is so relevant, and this chapter highlights the relevance to get wisdom, to get understanding. And this chapter also says about the benefits of wisdom. Many verses of this chapter says, get wisdom, acquire knowledge, get understands, though it costs all we have, get wisdom. You must get wisdom. Some verse of this chapter highlights, accept my words, listen to my commandments, do not turn away from my teaching. Do not forsake wisdom. Do not abandon the teaching of the Lord. And other verse emphasize, keep my commandments, and you will live. So I can remember right now this chapter emphasizes that we must get wisdom and embrace her. We ought to love her. We must do everything to get wisdom because the wisdom will reward us. Because as emphasized this chapter, that wisdom and the wisdom will make you great. Various verses also highlights the wisdom will honor you, the wisdom will exalt you, the wisdom will make you live, and the wisdom is something health and keep the command of the Lord, because the command of the Lord is life and health, as emphasized in this chapter. So I wanna also emphasize the verse 23 of this chapter because it is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. This verse highlights, above all else, guard our heart. In other words, guard our reason, our understand, because it determines our whole life. In other versions, emphasize because it depends on our whole life. I also like another version that declares, be careful how you think, because our life is shaped by our thoughts. You must be careful what you think, because as is emphasized by a sentence, you become what you think. That's why we need to be careful what we think. We need to think in things about God. We need to think about heavenly things. I hope you liked this video. Our challenge in this video is to put this guidance, this guideline into practice, because doing these things we will benefit our own lives. God bless you all. And my advice to you is get wisdom, because our whole life depends on it. If you liked this video, leave a comment and also subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave a like. Until my next video.